Professor Dr. Darkwing Dangleberry here today, you see, because I thought it was time. Yes, I thought it was time to review another Conway Stewart ink. Yes, there you go, Conway Stewart, Union Jack on there, highly British, exactly the way things should be. You see, let me just put away my book. So Lord Windermere and I are quite here, you see, we're both here, and we thought that today we would be doing Conway Stewart Tavy. Now, as you know, Conway Stewart and I went to primary school together, and Tavy was the name of the school. St. Tavy, you see, but we always called it Tavy. So that's how things came to be. What we have here is Tavy. Lord Windermere, give me 1 second. There you go. Thank you. I would just like to say that we're going to review this ink. It is a blue-black ink. It was sent to us by Conway Stewart. So thanks a lot, Conway. It's been a while since we interacted, but we should have dinner again soon. Conway Stewart, a blue-black ink, very fascinating. I hope you're going to enjoy the review, and that's all there's to it. Yeah, that's all there's to it. See, so there we go, and have fun. Ta-ta. Ah, yes. Okay, so here we go with Conway Stewart Tavy. Tavy. You see? Fine writing. The quick Cambridgeian professor. Professor, what? That's only one F, of course. Wrote. Back in the day, I used to do a lot of rowing, and I was already known as the Quick Professor. Medium, there we go to broad. Rowing, I think, is an excellent sport. It has a lot of very useful things and things to it. One of them is that you are on the water. Always nice to be on the water. One of the benefits of being on the water is that it is nice and cool when it is warm outside, although sometimes it reflects the sun. Another thing that I truly like about being on the water is that it's a nice feeling of freedom, and also, if I might just barge in there, I'm sorry, one of the nice things of rowing is that what you can do is you can catch crabs, so you can make crab salad, because, and I mean, it's very important, you know, when you're hungry, that you can make yourself some crab salad. Yes, thank you, Lord Windermere, I fully agree, you could make yourself some crab salad, but right now we're doing a writing sample. I do an eating sample. Yes, I know you would do an eating sample, but for now we're just going to finish, okay? The quick. So, and then we should do a little bit of flex writing. Darkwing Dangleberry. You see? PhD. You see? That dot should not be there. Alright. Then I think we can have a look at a little bit of fat writing. Crabs are fat. But yes, Lord Windermere, thank you very much. As you can see, a very dark blue, blue-black. And that's going to happen more with the larger amount of passes I'm going to do later. You'll be seeing that a lot more. Now, for now, I think we should do a little bit of fat writing. I would say my Old English is infinitely better than B.R.E. Brown's because I've taught him. This is the C for Conway Stewart. Then we should do a little bit of medium writing. Conway Stewart. I remember fondly that Conway Stewart and I, we were both in the rowing team of Cambridge, you see, and it was always a lot of fun. It was always a lot of fun to just sit around, row in a boat with him, do all kinds of things, and I just think that is an absolutely wonderful thing to do with friends, and it was always very relaxing. I asked you just one question about that. When you guys were rowing, did you touch his oar? Excuse me? While you guys were rowing, did you touch his oar? Because I'm not entirely sure about your preferences in the matter of sex. Well, yes, thank you very much, Lord Windermere. I think that's quite enough of you. Yes. I think we should do a second pass here. Bloody lobster. There we go. Okay, second pass. See, it's very, very dark now. And then I think we can engage in the Tardif test. So the first thing we're going to do here is grab the Tardif test. Now the thing is, I don't use that little blade that B.R.E. uses. I'm going to use a more refined blade. You see, this is much more refined. That's what I'll be using. I put the Tavy on there, and I just smear it out. Alright, then there is the brown benchmark, but I'm not B.R.E. Brown, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this Q-tip, that's all, you see? Alright. Close the bottle, always very important. And then I think we can have a look at the bastard brush. Then I think we can have a look at the eyedropper of death. You see? Yes. Alright, and then I think we can do the third pass. Turning that into truly dark ink. And then in the meanwhile, I think we can start to work on our scorecard. You see? Cleaning. Well, it is a very dark and intense ink. It's not full marks there, but it's not terrible to clean either. Bleed through, we'll have to assess later. Color, blue-black. Color, no, I've just had that. Shading. Well, I mean, it is hard to keep track of what you're doing. I mean, it's a lot involved. I mean, you've got to hold the pen, you've got... Right. Yes, thank you, Lord Windermere, thank you. Shading. Well, I'm not most impressed with the shading. With the medium you see it a little bit, but I think the ink is fairly consistent in colour. Then we have flow. I would say that is very good, no problems there. Feathering we'll have to assess later. Then we have drying time. Which seems to be in the middle somewhere. And then we have waterproofness, which is something we will have to assess now, I would say. Well, a lot of that writing remained intact. You see roughly the same thing here, although that is pretty much gone. So I would say it's somewhere in the middle. It's definitely not terrible, but it's definitely not great either. And I think before we can move on to the copy paper, well, no, let's just go to the copy paper. Come on, make up your bloody mind. I mean, just one day it's this, the other time is that. I mean, it's very hard to work with this kind of uncertainty, because you know, it's that's true. That's true. That's entirely true. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, Sir Shropshire, what are you doing here? Well, I was just dropping by. I thought it would be nice, you know, I saw you drawing. I thought it would be nice just drop by, and also I've got to have me fez adjusted. Yeah, fez, I see the point there. I mean, it looks like it's a little bit dented, innit? Yes, it is a little bit dented, but my dear fellow pets, I don't know, is my brother around? Oh, no, I left him up there in Oxford. No, I just thought I would just drop by, just to get my fez adjusted, and also to have a chat with Lord Windermere about some crab salad, because I think I want some crab salad too. Yeah, well, I hope crab salad, why don't you come over here? I've got an emergency stash of crab salad under my hat, so I think we can just go there, and how about we just have some crab salad? Sounds good to me. Yes, bloody pets, it's... Oh, bugger. It's so annoying, these guys they just show up, it's amazing. Anyway, let's do a bit of writing, yes? Yes, fine. Hello, crab salad. Guess who I was trying to imitate there? Medium. Hello, crab salad. Bloody crab salad. It's always about crab salad. Why can't it be something else, like langoustines or other, you know, I don't know, some type of mollusk, whatever. Hello, crab salad. Crab salad, crab salad, crab salad, crab salad, crab salad! I'm alright, no worry. Hello. Crab salad. And then a little bit of flex writing. I'm completely calm, don't worry. Note the very good ink flow as I flex this pen quite a bit. Looks good to me. And the final thing I would very much like to see here is some fat writing. Right. Now, interpret these results. No feathering, no feathering. Feathering starts there. I don't know whether you can see it. Let's zoom in this optical mechanism. You can see a little bit there. Let me see. Use my interesting little Tardif test blade thing like thingy. You see a little bit of feathering there. You start to see it more there. Getting more pronounced, and then in the flex writing it's terrible. A lot of feathering. And then on this, very fat writing, yes, just a little bit of feathering there. So I would say the ink definitely feathers. Now this makes me somewhat apprehensive about bleed through. Oh yes, look at that. Oh my bloody goodness. Yes, so there's definitely bleed through in the broad, bleed through in the italic, bleed through in the flex, bleed through in the fat writing. Even a little bit of bleed through in the medium already. So bleed through I would say is definitely not full marks. Now if we have a look, and when I say full marks, I don't mean Groucho marks, you know, I don't mean Karl marks, just to be sure there. I see a little bit of bleed through in the three passes, but on the Rhodia it seems to be okay, but that is Rhodia paper, very good quality paper. So I'm going to say that bleed through, I actually find that quite bad. And feathering, feathering is, well, let's say a 2. It's not terrible, but it's not great. 2, 5, 8, 9, 11, 13, 16. Inkage. One of the lowest scores we've had in a while. It's definitely a nice blue-black. You definitely see some shading going on there, but it's not, for me, it's not really the ink I would buy. Now, I think we should have a short comparison with another ink, and that's what we're going to do next. So here you have this Conway Stewart Tavy, you see? Tavy. Tavy was the name of our primary school. That's what Conway Stewart used to come up with the name. It was St. Tavy, commonly abbreviated as Tavy. Are you going to Tavy? Yes, I'm at Tavy primary school, you see. What we have here as a comparison is Gerbin, Bleu Nuit, also a blue-black, but one that leans a bit more towards the blue end of the spectrum than towards the black end of the spectrum. You see, so these two inks you could compare. Gerbin, awfully nice fellow, born in 1670, I knew him well. That was in the day I went under the name of the Count of Saint-Germain. He was a very nice guy, had interesting hair, and I absolutely loved him. Very, very odd fellow, liked to make jokes, etc. And made some nice inks too. You see? So, I hope this was useful. Conway Stewart entry for... No, Encyclopedia entry for Conway Stewart Tavy. And that's, as they say, all this to it. So, I will see you later. Shall we? We're having crap salad. Yes, thank you very much, Lord Windermere. We'll see you later. Ta-ta.